Hi, Michi here. Disclaimer, I'm not a language expert in any way. We all probably heard the story about the Tower of Babel, and if you didn't, it is about humanity building a tower to reach heaven. But God invented different languages, and the people couldn't finish the tower because they couldn't understand each other anymore. But I think the differences in language are the things that make us much more interesting. I always loved solving puzzles and mysteries. And something about learning a foreign language and then being able to communicate and understand each other is something that tickles my brain. It is always fun to speak to a native or listen to a foreigner learning your language. I think it is the feeling of curiosity and that someone puts in the effort to understand your language and your culture. It is fascinating that humans are able to learn and connect thousands of sounds and glyphs to create meaning. Even being able to learn a language by just being around it is just insane. How can it be that a baby can just naturally understand her parents just by listening to them? The intrinsic nature of humans is really fascinating. Another example for this are gendered languages. If you're a native speaker of one, trying to explain that words can have genders to an English-speaking person is almost impossible. For example, in English you would say the apple, but in German it is der Apfel. Der is in this case masculine, but in French on the other hand, la pomme is la, so feminine. It is based on vibes. I couldn't tell you why that is exactly, except telling you just to memorize the genders. But the interesting thing is that humans don't necessarily need words to express feelings. Through the nature of music, we are able to portray emotions by only using musical notes. These notes objectively don't have any meaning, they're only vibrations in the air, but humans have the ability to connect feelings to these sounds. I could play you a minor or major chord and you would be able to interpret it as sad or happy. Because of all this, languages are also an interesting way in portraying friendships and mysteries across media. I got the idea for this video while watching Project Hail Mary after I read the book. In Hail Mary, the main character, Ryland Grace, meets an alien called Rocky, and Grace tries to learn his language. It was so fun reading how Grace was trying to understand Rocky. There is something special about breaking the language barrier and realizing that they aren't so different after all. And because this channel is somewhat gaming oriented, we can talk about Tunic. Tunic is a Souls-like exploration game. It has a heavy focus on a game manual that is written in glyphs that you can directly understand. Tunic has a very interesting approach on telling the player on what to do. In this case, you can read the small clues written in English, or look at the pictures, or even translate the whole language. Tunic has a proper writing system that uses English consonants and vowels to construct words with its glyphs. I hope I could teach you something with this essay. And the next time you're writing something, speaking or learning a language, think about how special our languages and cultures are and that in the end we mean the same things. Danke, merci, spasiba, thanks for watching.